Men involved in the death of an elderly Omaha man were sentenced to prison. They were supposed to be taking care of the man.
Our Marla Lundak was in court today as the criminals addressed the family, and new tonight she has their reaction.
So I'm so happy that he got justice.
Sue Lew is remembering her brother, Gary. In April, his naked body was found in a ditch outside of Lincoln. Wednesday afternoon, these two men were sentenced to prison for their role in his death.
I wrote a letter to the judge. I said, I hope that Gary's spirit haunts each of them each and every day that they're in prison.
Gary was 68 years old, and he suffered from ailments like dementia and spina bifida, and he was bound to a wheelchair. After his wife's death, he moved in with his daughter Christina and her husband, Justin. In March, Justin, his cousin Jacob, and a friend, Braden, reportedly beat, kicked, and slammed Gary to the ground repeatedly after an argument. They later propped him back up into his wheelchair, where he sat injured and helpless and without medical attention for 3 days until he died. After that, the three relatives put his body in a trash bag and dumped him outside of Lincoln.
For them not to call for any help is just sick, and then throwing him out like trash is just, it's just terrible.
Family tells me that finding out Gary's own daughter, Christina, played a part in his death and disposal was horrifying.
You would never have suspected her. I would. No. Never. Not in a million years.
I hate him. I hate them all.
Justin, Gary's son-in-law, tearfully apologized to the family in court, saying Gary didn't deserve what happened to him. He said he'll use his time behind bars to become a better person.
When he turned around and kind of addressed us, saying how sorry he was, so sorry doesn't bring my brother back.
Jacob, who instigated the beating, also apologized, recognizing that asking for forgiveness would be disrespectful.
It's just horrible.
The judge called the actions of these two men horrific, deplorable, and inhumane. She added that Gary Lew was defenseless. He relied on them to take care of him and not hurt him. Both men face minimums of 25 and 29 years in prison, but under Nebraska law, they will likely only serve half. On your site in downtown Omaha, Marla Lundak, 6 News.
And more news.